What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and welcome to some Nazi zombies. The map we're looking at today is called the Darkest Shore. It's the new map for DLC 1. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and play for you the opening cutscene, and then after that's over, we'll kind of go ahead and talk about this map afterwards.
It's too soon for us to be back in the field. Rideau was wrong to send us out.
Yeah. Anybody else wish he hadn't survived the train wreck? Oh, shit.
I watched you at the briefing. You don't like this place.
What is it? Rideau said you'd been here before.
Yeah, well... this place has got some history. Poking out of the sea like Lucifer's middle finger. No surprised Stroke came here to this piece of shit island. I'm just wondering why we followed him.
We need to find the rest of the sword before he does. We need to...
We know why you're here, Marie. At least this time you're not pretending to care about our cause.
This is different. We should have heavy fog all morning. If everything goes well, nobody will fire a shot.
Yeah, why have things ever gone well for our little tea party? Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Stay close. Let's move, people.
Where's the other boat?
This damn island. This goddamn island!
Calme-toi.
Feeling optimistic, darling. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this. I wish we were back in Germany.
So there it is, that's the opening cutscene. As you guys know, I actually got to go down to LA a little bit early and play some DLC 1, so thanks to Activision just for the flight and the accommodations, always greatly appreciated. But there was this big controversy going around whether the YouTubers who were there already finished the Easter egg, and no, it's not even close. I think the furthest we've got is turning on the power, which is extremely easy on this map. You may even see it throughout this video, but overall, no, not even close to finishing the Easter egg for those of you who are wondering. Now, as you can see here, the way you start this zombies map is you start off on a beach. You can see a giant beach whale right there, and you can go through kind of a couple of waves on this beach. Now, there's your pistol, there's your shovel, but there's also kind of like a machine gun, like a turret that you can use right on the side of the beach. It's fairly simple, and you can kind of just go through a couple of waves, earning up points on this beach until you decide to move throughout the rest of the island. So as far as the rest of the island goes, it's not huge. I kind of thought it was rather small, but that being said, it is possible that I didn't get to part of the island, because of course, like I said, we didn't complete any of the Easter eggs, so I highly doubt that we got to figure out what the entire island is all about. As far as turning on the power, there is one of the power boxes in this room that you are seeing right now, and there's also one down kind of in the basement, in the depths, in the hallways before you get down there. So basically, the easiest way to look at it is at the top of the island there's a power switch, and at the bottom of the island there's a power switch. Now, let's talk about the island itself a little bit. So it's kind of covered in just stuff and fog. What I mean by that, there's flat cannons kind of all over the place. There is various perks all over the place, a bunch of different gates and ways you can get from the top of the island to the bottom of the island, but there is also these mine carts, and these are accessible once you actually turn on the power. And when you're going through the mine carts, you can still shoot zombies in them, and it very quickly gets you from one area of the island to another, like almost like a teleporting thing, but of course it's not futuristic, it's a mine cart, as you can see here. Now, the other kind of big event that happens on this map, as you can see here on the screen, is the fog. Now, this happens just kind of randomly every once in a while. At the beginning of a round, the fog will roll in, and it really limits what you can see, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it just happens, it's seemingly kind of every once in a while at the beginning of a round. Now, another thing that I notice is there's also these kind of new zombies that come and attack you while the fog is rolled in. Now, the only real way I can describe these zombies is they almost look look like a mix between a crab and a spider, maybe a spider crab, but here's what they look like here. And of course, these are more difficult to kill than your normal zombies, takes a lot more bullets, so just be careful. And this area that you're looking at right here, I think is definitely the easiest area to create zombie trains. There's definitely enough room, enough space where you can just really create a giant train and just kind of pick off zombies that way. So if you're just trying to get to higher rounds or get through a round, this is an awesome area to do so. Also, this rocket launcher is absolutely amazing, so if you can get this, I highly recommend it. The other thing I wanted to talk about is Pack-a-Punch. Now, this, I guess, is a little bit of a spoiler, so if you don't want to hear this, just hop ahead maybe a minute or so. But Pack-a-Punch, I'm pretty sure, has to do with this kind of elevator thing here. As you can see, there's these, like, 4 tubes that are supposed to be inserted into this area, and once you do so, it unlocks the elevator. Once the elevator is unlocked, you are able to Pack-a-Punch weapons. I believe the way you get the 4 cylinders for the Pack-a-Punch machine is you get them through the minecart. You kind of pick them up while you are in that minecart, because as you saw while I was in there, there's several different paths you can go through, and once you do so, those cylinders are hidden throughout that area. So that's how you Pack-a-Punch things. I didn't get it done, but I heard other YouTubers did. So if you're wondering how to do so, that's kind of the easiest possible way. So aside from that, let's just talk about the map, whether I like it, whether I dislike it, and my overall thoughts on it. First of all, it's really dark. I actually brightened this gameplay up a little bit compared to what I was playing, and it's still pretty damn dark. So definitely I would crank the brightness up on your television or whatever while playing this map. Again, with these Nazi zombies maps, they really do try to make them dark, dingy, almost scary. I don't necessarily think it's a scary game or scary to play or anything like that, but you can definitely see a difference between something like this and the way Zombies was done in Infinite Warfare. Very, very different. Overall, I think my favorite thing about this map, though, is the way it starts. The way you start out on the beach, you are kind of getting swarmed from the water, I think is a really, really great idea. We are so used to seeing zombie maps start with you in a room and boarding up windows and that kind of thing. It's really refreshing to see something completely different at the beginning of the map. On top of that, them giving you the minigun or the MG42 is also really cool. And all in all, I really like the way they have the beginning of the map set up. Now, the one thing I will say about this map is, again, I don't know if we did open the entire thing or not, but the one thing I will say is that I found the map rather small. We only got to play this map for maybe 45 minutes, and when we were playing it, within that 45 minutes, I got used to the map very, very quickly. Like I said, just didn't feel overly large and was very easy to get used to. That being said, that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you look at some of the best zombies map of all time, they're not necessarily massive and confusing. A lot of the time, they're just good, solid maps that aren't overly large or overly complicated. So I really do think that's just going to be something that comes down to personal preference. Now, as far as how much fun I had playing this map, I really enjoyed this map. I had a lot of fun playing it. Definitely maybe my favorite map out of this entire game, which is really great to see in a DLC pack. Overall, I didn't really get to figure out anything where the Easter egg or anything like that. It was just kind of fun running around, getting to a high level, unlocking the power, kind of figuring out what was going on with the Pack-a-Punch and that kind of thing. So, like I said, I really did enjoy this Zombies map. I had a lot of fun playing it. But I can only show you guys 10 minutes of gameplay, so I'm going to leave you off with just a minute and a half here of raw gameplay. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think of this new map down in the comments below, and without further ado, I hope you enjoy the rest of this gameplay.